The school that stood up to hate, reading. As a reminder, when reading, look for vocabulary words in yellow, glossary words in bold, between stars, the author in blue, important characters in pink, important dates and times in green, and places in gray. A school comes together. When racist graffiti was found at Tamalpais High School, students, parents, and teachers fought back. They made chalk drawings, held protests, and hung signs. These actions showed that hate is not welcome in their community. The school that stood up to hate by Todd Olson. What happens when a school is faced with a hateful act, one that targets students of a certain race or religion? Here's how one California high school fought back and came out stronger. Sometimes a few words can cause great pain. Just ask a student at Tamalpais High School in California. On a warm summer day, 3 words of graffiti were found on a school building in black paint. Someone had written the N word. Next to it was the name of the school's African American principal, J.C. Farr. The following day, students, parents, and teachers protested. They carried signs that read, "Hate has no place at TAM," but the racist graffiti had made its mark. "I have never expected anything like this to happen," said Noah Hainsworth. He's an African American student at TAM High. "It made many of us feel unsafe." Hate on the rise. Students at TAM High are not alone. Hate incidents are on the rise in schools around the country. Hate incidents are hateful words or acts that unfairly target people because of their race, religion, or another part of who they are. Every month, dozens of hurtful acts, like the one at TAM High, are reported in newspapers. Dozens more never make the news. In one survey, 25% of kids said that they had seen hateful graffiti at school. Hate incidents in schools take many different forms, and they target many different groups. Last fall, SWAT stickers were found on school walls in Indiana, Michigan, and Illinois. The SWAT sticker is a symbol of hatred against Jewish people. In Massachusetts, a Muslim student received a threatening note, and in New Jersey, fans at a school soccer game yelled at Latino players to speak English. It's no joke. Why would someone draw a SWAT sticker on a wall or shout hateful comments? Sometimes the people responsible are expressing real hatred. Other times they claim they are just joking. But experts say that when it comes to hate, there's no such thing as a joke. Maureen Costello is the head of Teaching Tolerance, a group that helps schools fight hate. Often, the defense is, "I didn't mean it," she says, but to the person it's directed at, it feels like hate. Most hate incidents in schools don't involve physical violence, and they're not usually considered crimes. It's not illegal to say hurtful things to someone, but according to experts, hate is much more damaging than ordinary bullying. Bullying affects only the person who was targeted. Hateful words or actions make entire groups of people feel unsafe. Responding to hate. What should you do if you see a hate incident happen? Experts say it's important to show that hate is not welcome in your school. Sometimes that means telling a bully that's not cool, but that isn't always easy. So you can also simply talk to the person who was targeted. This can help them feel less alone. In some cases, students have planned larger protests. Others have organized diversity groups that meet after school. At Tam High, there was a public meeting about graffiti. Noah made sure he spoke up. To him, it was important for students of color to have a voice. There isn't a ton of diversity at Tam, he says. Speaking up allowed us to give other students a perspective, unlike their own. Speaking out. At Tam High, students found another way to make their voices heard. When school opened after the incident, a new kind of graffiti decorated the school's pathways. Students had drawn rainbows and flowers in chalk, and there were messages: Tam Unity, no hate. Glow Robinson, a student of color who helped make the chalk drawings, since the incident, she has organized meetings about diversity in her community. We have to let people know that tolerance is important.